seemed a lot like a number of other games where, right there you have those opportunities kind of on either side of halftime to tie the game, maybe even get the lead, and instead you guys miss on those opportunities and it sort of steamrolls on you. Did it sort of feel familiar out there?
No, every game is unique. And the most critical thing about this game is when you come into the road against a great opponent, you can't lose the turnover margin. And yes, some opportunities will be missed, but when I protect the football and I give our defense to do what they did, find a way to get a turnover. I mean, they kept fighting, they kept putting us in good situations. We just have to capitalize on drives as an offense.
Jameis, on that interception to Nick on the screen. What didn't you see, or what do you have to do differently?
Well, I didn't see number 95, and that was the main thing about that play. He made a good play. He read the screen. I'm trying to get Nick Chubb, got nickel pressure, trying to get Nick Chubb opportunity. Saw Jack Conklin seal the right side D end. We about to turn up inside. My job is to put it on the inside shoulder. That's why I threw the ball. And number 95 came off. He picked the ball off. And in terms of that one, quarterback, what happens? Like, man, throw the ball, dirt it. It's a lot of different situations that a coach may say. But in the heat of the moment in a game, man, like I'm trying to do my job. And I do my job, and that guy made a good play. They get paid too.
Jameis, the first half, other than the touchdown that you for a few targets, was that as a result of their defense? Or?
Man, yeah, they did a good job of trying to take that away from us. But we made some good adjustments in the second half and found ways to get him the ball. When you have a number one receiver like him, the defense, they're going to try to take that away. And we have to lean on other guys. We have to lean on our other weapons to be able to provide that spark for us. And I think the running game provided some of that spark for us, man. Jerome Ford did an amazing job. Nick Chubb, when his opportunity was called, he did a great job. So it was good to see that positive on our offensive side of the ball.
The second one, you get closer, you get the momentum back, you get the ball back.
It was a perfect throw. It was a perfect throw, and I'm just going to continue to say that it was a perfect throw. But we all have to be at the right place at the right time. I think the cornerback did a great job of overlapping. In that situation, when you're down by 2 scores and you have to drive the ball, you have to push the ball down the field. It's all about precision passing. And I just wish I had that one back because, man, I had Jerome Ford right in front of me. When the team plays deep zone like that, you never go broke taking the profit. It's never hard as a team because, man, it's a blessing and a privilege to support this shield and put on the Cleveland Browns uniform and compete. Like, we do that for a living. That's our livelihood. Just like y'all ask us questions and grill us, like, we get to do this for a living. So, no, it should not be hard at all. Is it challenging? Yes, it can be challenging at times when you don't get the result. We're all in this to win. Shoot, y'all have better days when we win. You know what I'm saying? So I think we're all tying this together. We just have to find a way to win a football game.
It seemed like the wind kind of went out of the sails somewhat when you had the back-to-back, missed kicks. And we just talked to Dustin, and of course he feels horrible about those. But I mean, did it seem like that kind of took the momentum away from you guys?
Man, as an offense, our job is to score touchdowns, man. Dustin's our kicker. He does an amazing job doing what he does. I think he should be able to answer to those questions. Like, I know he's hard on himself. It's not my job to scrutinize him. We all can be better, me included.
Jameis, this was your first game here in Pittsburgh. Anything unique about it, the setting to you that you found unique?
Well, I just wish we would have won. I think that would have made the experience better. But it's a Mike Tomlin team. It's a great defense. They found a way to win. Great quarterback on the other side. Great atmosphere, and it's good. But in that game, I feel like the Pittsburgh Steelers, they let the Cleveland Browns beat the Cleveland Browns. I don't believe the Pittsburgh Steelers beat the Cleveland Browns. I believe the Cleveland Browns beat the Cleveland Browns.
If you talked about protecting the ball and obviously coming off the Monday night game, You had some throwaways early. Did you feel you were more careful with the ball early?
Yeah, I mean, yes, I was cautious. Like, there's a good defense. Like, when they do things schematically to limit us, like, I'm not trying to take sacks. I'm trying to get the ball out of my hand. You know, I did my best to take advantage when the opportunities were given, but some opportunities weren't there early, so I had to throw the ball away. I did miss a few opportunities that were there, and I'm going to drill those and get better from those, man. But for the most part, man, those two throws, again, and it only takes two throws. Those two throws were going to be outcome oriented. The decision, I felt like my decision was good, you know.
When you
Couple
look
more.
at this Browns football team right now, you guys hit double-digit losses, but when you look at the, kind of the fight that you guys have in you and how well you guys do play in certain games and certain situations, is it hard to believe that this football team is where it's at right now at 3-10?
You know, we one thing we don't control is the outcomes of these games. What we have to control is what we do, what we put out there on tape, what we put into the week every single week, how we continue to fight, and how we represent not only the Cleveland Browns but ourselves. As grateful we are to have this opportunity to play football, a child's game, we have to find a way to dig deep and find a way to get a win, and that's what's the most important thing. It's not about how hard it is. It's not about this or that. It's about us digging deep down and find a way to get a great team win to get this taste and feeling out our mouth.
You guys have obviously not going to get any easier next week with the defending Super Bowl champions coming to town, but what do you know about this football team after having been around?
I know this football team's gonna fight. I know that we love each other, and I know that we will continue to endure and find a way.
You talked about Dustin, and he was talking about you and how you support each other. How do you think he's going to handle what's a difficult time for him in the last, 4 or 5 games?
I think, in terms of my perspective, Dustin is a man of Christ, and I know that he knows that he will continue to find ways to persevere. And I know, through my experience, I know Dustin's going through a lot. That's none of my business to place, but I know he's going through a lot. I know what he's going through. You understand what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, he's going to hold himself to a high standard, and me and him included, man. We are in this for the audience of one. So perspective, perception, everyone, trying to throw the knife at somebody like that doesn't work, because we function from a spirit that we know that God is going to get the glory at the end of the day regardless. And at the end of the day, like, we play a game that's outcome oriented, right? So tough things are going to happen, but I know Dustin's spirit, and I know that he will keep his head up and he will continue to drill and get better and better.
Good.
All right, thank you.